Hey, so day 144. I am so tired. Oh my god. I feel like it's been a big month in general. For me, with the transition, I know I probably said this quite a few times. And so this morning when I woke up, I literally felt like I was run over by a train. Like the amount of exhaustion. And I was like, today is not the day to feel this tired. I have a market to do. But it actually ended up all working out. Obviously, I got lots of coffee in me. And I cleaned what I needed to clean here, rushed through it so I can get to a market on time. And then the market was just mellow. It wasn't like I didn't have like the huge lineup I had last time, but that's okay because that's what my energy was ready for. I wasn't in the space to have a huge lineup and do tarot readings back to back. And so I just love when everything just works out. The universe makes everything work out exactly as it's meant to. And one of the interesting things about this market, so doing Melanie's cash program right now, and I'm really focusing on the context, like the context behind my business, behind every service I offer, my context behind my life, behind anything that I desire to manifest. So anything I want to manifest, I'm thinking like, okay, what is the context behind it? And Melanie says in her program that sometimes we just like focus so much on like the tiny thing. So like, let's say, if we would look at the market, I was like, let's say initially like, oh, like it would be cool if I get like a potential client, or it would be cool if I do like, I don't know, 10 tarot readings. But then that's keeping the context very small and specific, which is not allowing for more to come in or for like the surprise to come in. And sometimes, yes, those things can happen. Like, it's almost like that context, you put this expectation on it. And sometimes it does happen, sometimes it doesn't. And if it doesn't, then we tend to like beat ourselves up of like, well, why didn't this like work out the way I wanted it to? And so I'm focusing on, in a way, expanding, like what she says is to expand your context. So expand it bigger than just that tiny thing. And so that's what I did with the market. I was like, my context behind the market is that I'm on the path to growing my business offline and online simultaneously. And this is what this market's going to offer. And what's the beauty of that is that I've expanded it so big of being open to any opportunity to come through. And what ended up happening is that I ended up receiving an invitation actually to do like workshops in person in the fall here on the West Coast in Tofino and Yuki. Well, not sure what the details is, but I'm going to be speaking to the woman that I'll be collaborating with. And so there was my invitation, and as a projector, like meant to wait for the invitation. And that is in line with my context. So yeah, it wasn't a crazy busy market and I didn't have a lineup of people, but my energy wasn't there for that, and that's totally okay. And when I set my context and my intention for this market and what it has been, this intention in this context has been for this market from the beginning, even from the last time. And it was just like reeling myself back in and making sure that I like kind of stick to that instead of starting to think of like like self-doubts and or self-doubts, because it's very easy to be like, oh well, it wasn't like the Yuki one had more people interested and this one wasn't as much. And it's like easy to like get into that narrative, but then that will get me out of alignment as a projector. And so sticking with my context and being like, yes, the market was a success. And yes, I was in alignment, wasn't like super energized, but that's okay. because I was in alignment with myself. I was in alignment with my energy and with the market. And so that is just like one of the thoughts I wanted to share. And so when you are, I guess, setting intentions for certain things in your life, think of like, how are you being super, super specific? Or are you reeling yourself like kind of like and looking at more of the bigger picture? And what is your bigger picture? What is the bigger picture that you would love for this thing that you are manifesting? So what is the context? Like Melanie says, what is the context? So the work that I'm doing with this program is legit mind-blowing, and I'm so grateful that I got this program like beyond, because it is a lifetime access. And the fact that I can go back to some of the modules, like the module that we did yesterday was like literally on strategy, and where I'm at right now is like I'm not focusing on like selling anything within my business, but I know that in the future I will be. So I can go back to this module and be like, okay, like, let me remind myself, what did she say? What did she say? Like, and what parts do I want to take in? What do I want to use? How do I want to make it my own? And, expand from that. So I think there's another 3 modules left, which is still mind blowing. And the next one is tomorrow. So I'm really excited, but yeah. So anyways, this was, day 144. Thank you so much for everybody who's joined me live, and hope you are enjoying this weekend. And I'll speak to you tomorrow for day 145.